Well, hello there, welcome back to another Pokemon Master video. I said that I'd be taking a break from Pasio Towers just because I felt like I was pretty tapped out. You know, I'd finished 9 out of 18 towers and I felt like I couldn't really progress more. I got my 450th floor, which means that I get an extra plaque of perfection, and I was going to take a little break and, you know, gather some materials to tackle it later. But some recent developments have happened, and so that's why I am doing Dragon Tower in this video. Two things I want to mention for sure at the beginning of this. One of them is I'm going to be talking about Hassel. The reason why I want to upload this as early as I can is so that I can talk about Hassel, because Hassel is going to be rotating out real soon. And if people are on the fence about kind of scouting for him, is he good for Dragon Tower? Yes, Hassel is the reason why I was able to finish Dragon Tower, as well as Lana, New Year's Lana, and so I will be talking about Hassel a little bit. I would say that you should be careful because 6.5 anniversary is a month away, and so if you're low on gems, Hassel might not be the best decision. There might be better dragon types in the future, or there might even be an opportunity to get Hassel easier than just rolling for him if they give him like in a guaranteed paid gem pack. So I just wanted to, you know, push this video out just to talk about Hassel. Again, I hope, you know, this isn't me trying to tell you to roll for him, but he did, at least for me, make the difference. He was the difference maker for me completing Dragon Tower. And another thing I want to mention, or I guess there's two more things I want to mention. I never showed my gear. Like, I never showed my dragon gear throughout the entire run. In this video, at the time of recording this, I've also already completed floor 30, and in that video I don't show my gear as well. So just to quickly talk about my gear, there isn't anything special about my gear. Again, just trying to maximize sync move damage. Actually, my bandana doesn't have any buffs. The bandana is purely just stats. But technically it's the bracelet that's only stats, and the bandana and the pin actually gives me extra sync move damage. But for all intents and purposes, my gear wasn't very good for Dragon Tower. It was just a little bit of extra crit sync move damage. Final thing I want to mention is that I didn't use any model videos. Like, literally did not watch a single model video for Dragon Tower. I literally didn't watch a single video. I didn't watch anything. I don't even know what Lance does. Didn't watch a single video about Dragon Tower. So I did this all on my own, very similar to Steel Tower, which I did without watching any replays. Dragon Tower, I just never bothered watching a replay, just because I didn't think I can complete it. And then recently they released 2 characters that were the difference maker. Let's go ahead and talk about the characters. I'm not really going to do any play-by-play on the runs. I think for Ice Tower I did a lot of play-by-play and talking about the replays. But here I'm mainly just going to be talking about the characters and letting you watch the replays if you want to. Again, because I didn't follow any replays, my sequencing may have not been the best. And so if you want like really good Dragon Tower sequencing, I would recommend probably another person's video. My videos were just me randomly throwing stuff at the wall and it working, because Lana is really good. Lana, let's talk about Lana, New Year's Lana. The thing about Dragon is that Dragon doesn't have a lot of good support characters. We had Brandon, Signa Suit Brandon, with Larios. That character, the problem is pretty weak. I mean, sure, he has potions to heal, but all in all, he's just not the strongest. And also his moves are just really like expensive. Like Luster Purge, sometimes it hits for free, but sometimes it takes 3 move gauges to use, which is pretty rough. So that was never a good support character in my opinion. And then also there's another, I think Palentine Mallow. I want to say Palentine Mallow is another dragon support character. Again, she's okay, but she isn't really anything special. If I recall, I don't know much about her kit, but I think she's just like a general buffer. So like character that can buff special attack or whatnot. So she's alright, but she isn't that great. And so Dragon never had a good support character until they released Lana. So I scouted for Lana, New Year's Lana. She just like released like a month ago. So unfortunately, if you want her, it's going to be pretty hard to get her now because her banner has just passed. But I had rolled for New Year's Lana specifically for Dragon Tower. I thought that she would be the difference maker for Dragon Tower. And honestly, she was good enough to get me up to a certain point. But then after that, I was missing damage. I wasn't really missing support. Lana's a great support character because she just does a bunch. She just does a bunch. So the main thing that she does is she summons Dragon Zone. She summons Dragon Zones in 4 instances. The first instance is when you use her Terra move. Her Terra move summons Dragon Zone the first time it's used. And then she also has a trainer move. It's not Super Potion, but it's the other trainer move in which she applies gradual healing and she applies like a shield on a character, on any character. That also summons Dragon Zone the first time it's used. She has a buddy move, which basically doubles all your character stats. Is Banquet Order Up. That's what it is here. Banquet Order Up. That's her buddy move. It also summons Dragon Zone the first time it's used. And then her sync move, if you have her EX roll, I think she's normally support and her EX roll is field. But if you use that, then you get another Dragon Zone. And that Dragon Zone is going to be super extended. So her 3 bottom moves and her sync moves summon Dragon Zone, which means that she is great at summoning Dragon Zone. For a support character, that's amazing. Not only that, but she has Waterfall as her main attack, which flinch, and you can get aggravation on her sync grid. So she's able to flinch. I would say that her flinching sucks in the sense that her flinching is very hard to sync move cheese. Actually, I think it's impossible to sync move cheese. Not sync move cheese, I'm sorry. To flinch cheese. When I say flinch cheese, I mean flinching and then using a move before the enemy can use a move. For example, a character like Signasuit Lyra, she is the best flincher because she 100% flinches, and then you can literally always flinch cheese with her. You can always input a move right after she flinches a Pokemon. But Lana is different. Her Waterfall, I think, has like a 0% chance of flinch cheesing, or at least I couldn't get it to work. Which means that yes, you can flinch, but you can't input a move in with her. So it's not the greatest, but hey, she can flinch. And then her Terra move is really strong. Her Terra move, every time you use it, it costs 1 move gauge, which already is super good. Because for a support character to use a move, if it costs 1 move gauge, it's really good. Because it means that your other Pokemon can attack. That move is able to buff all your teammates' stats, which is important because you're buffing your defense and you're buffing your evasiveness. And so not only is Lana a zone summoner and a flincher, but she also is a defense riser. Or defense raiser. She can raise your defense and she can raise your evasiveness, which can really help with floors 21 to 29. Floor 30, your opponent has, what's the passive where they always hit you? Like I forgot. It's one of the best passives in the game, and I forgot what it is. But they can never miss. It's the one that Signasuit Red has. You know what I mean, right? But yes. Because floor 30, they have that passive where they can always hit you, it doesn't matter. But evasiveness on floors 21 to 29 is important because sometimes you need to squeeze out the extra damage and hope that the enemy just misses a bunch of times. So not only does she do all that, but she also has super potions, so she can heal your allies. So she's a healer, she's a buffer, she's an offense buffer, but a defense buffer as well. She can also summon zone and she can flinch. So she does it all. And then in her sync grid, she can also make it so that you can't be damaged by flinching, or I'm sorry, you can't be damaged by crit moves, which is super strong. And then also she gets like endurance. This battle is so funny. As you see here, I'm just spamming core enforcer. Like this is peak battle right here, guys. This is peak battle that you're watching on the screen. But it works, you know, I got the job done. Let's talk about Serena. I guess that's time to talk about Serena. As you see here, Serena, I feel like a long time ago people used to rate Serena pretty high. People said that Serena was one of the better like sync pairs in the game. I wasn't the biggest fan of Serena here. Serena with Zygarde. I think the main reason I rolled for her was because I needed Dragon type, but also because I just really like Serena in her outfit. I think short hair Serena is not something you always get, so I like the character itself, but she is so bad. She is so bad. she doesn't do a lot of damage. Like, simply put, her damage output is so bad, which is a big problem with Serena. You cannot progress far with her. She just doesn't do enough damage. Because this is Pasio Tower, you have to have a physical attacker and a special attacker. And of course, for my physical attacker, I have Anniversary Red. So, I mean, it is what it is. But when it comes to special attacker, Serena is probably your best bet. Even though she doesn't do a lot of damage, she's still like the special attacker, right? And I just found that she was really bad. I don't have Arc Suit Lance. And now, if I had Arc Suit Lance, I think Dragon Tower would have been super easy. But because I don't have Arc Suit Lance, I think he does both physical and special attack. I think he has Hyper Beam and I think he has Giga Impact. So obviously, if you have Lance and you pair Serena with Lance, then obviously you're gonna have an easy time completing Dragon Tower, simply because Arc Suit Lance is a beast. But I don't have Arc Suit Lance. I decided to roll for Arc Suit Steven and Arc Suit Cynthia. So because I don't have Lance, I'm like, it's going to be hard for me to progress through Pasio Tower because Serena just sucks so bad, and I'm going to have a very tough time doing the floors where they can't be damaged by physical attacks. As you saw, I think you just saw floor 21. Yeah, you just saw or floor 22, I think it was. 22, 23, 24, 25. Yeah, something like that. Floor 22, floor 25 and floor 28 require you to use a special attacker, and I was barely able to get through floor 22 with Serena. And so Serena is really bad, and she needs help. Particularly, I got stuck on floor 25. I couldn't progress through floor 25 because my Serena just wasn't doing enough damage. I tried to pair her, so I was using her and Lana. Lana was my tank, so obviously I was going to bring Lana into all my fights. She also summons Dragon Zone and flinches and heals and buffs, so you know, all the reasons I've mentioned earlier why Lana is good. She was going to be the best support character with Serena. But I tried Serena on floor 25. Floor 25 was the one I reset the most, by the way. That floor was really tough, and I just couldn't do it. I have, as you see here, I have Variety Lance. I got Variety Lance from some kind of random scout. I never rolled for him particularly, but I got him randomly. And honestly, he does a great job. I use Variety, I'll talk about him a little bit later, but I use Variety Lance a lot simply because he can paralyze. And on the floors where the enemy cannot be damaged unless they are inflicted with like a stats condition or change, Lance is your best friend because he inflicts paralysis, which is permanent, and he applies rebuff, which makes it so that you do more damage. And all around, his Hyper Beam, you know, it does chip damage, so you know, I can't complain about Lance. But I tried using Serena with Lance. That didn't go well. I tried using Serena with Signal Suit Brandon. I've mentioned Signal Suit Brandon with a lot of Yost. That's okay because Brandon is able to lower special defense with his Luster Purge. So being able to lower special defense on all the enemies is strong, but it's not good enough. So that was really rough. He also has potions, but the potions didn't seem good enough either. I even tried using Serena with Red. I think the first battle 22, you saw me use Serena with Anniversary Red. Anniversary 2025 Red. I need to be specific because we have like 3 Anniversary Reds. I was gonna say Charizard Red, but Charizard Red, we have multiple Charizard Reds. So yeah, you know what I mean, right? Anniversary 2025 Red. Anniversary 2025 Red has a few interesting things in his kit, right? He's able to lower the sync move countdown by a few. His trainer move lowers his sync move countdown by a few. He has Protect, you know. So he has a few things in his kit to be able to support, but he literally just doesn't do any damage. So you're only having him there to reduce the sync move countdown, which feels really bad. So I tried a bunch of things with Serena, and I just couldn't get her to work. I even upgraded her to level 200. By the way, guys, She is the only character that I have upgraded to level 200. My physical team, my red did not need to be level 200. My Lana didn't need to be level 200. My Hassel, my Lance didn't need to be level 200. The only character that needed to be level 200 was Serena, just because she sucks so much and she needed those extra attack stats. Just today, literally today, I scouted for Hassel. This was literally 12 hours at the time of recording. This is 12 hours ago. I scouted for Hassel because I'm an idiot. I shouldn't have rolled for him because of 6.5 anniversary. I mentioned this right. If you watched the beginning of the video, I mentioned that I don't want to roll a lot of characters because 6.5 anniversary is coming up, and I'm very low on gems after rolling for Hassel. But I thought about it like this way: if I roll for Hassel, I was confident that I would be able to defeat Pasio Tower for 2 reasons. One is I need a character to support my Serena for floor 25. All right, I need a character to support that floor. Not only that, but I don't know if I will be able to complete floor 30 with just anniversary 2025 red and Lana. I might need an extra strong character, and so Hassel was the perfect character to not only, push it over the line for Serena for floor 25 in particular, but he can also help my red out. So that was the reason why I wanted to roll for Hassel, is because I knew if I roll for Hassel, I can probably complete Dragon Tower 30. And if that was the case, that means I don't need to roll for Arc Suit Lance. Because if I roll for Arc Suit Lance, he is a 1% character, so he's going to be hard to get. If I have to pity him, he would be 500, pity points instead of 400, as Hassel would be. Gosh, if I would have pitied Hassel, that would have been so tragic. But I didn't need to pity Hassel. Hassel took like 6-7 multis, so it did still take a lot of gems, but I didn't need to pity him. And then also, if I got Lance, I believe I probably would have needed to use move candies on him to upgrade him, because Lance by himself, I'm not sure if Lance at 1 copy would have been enough to bring it over the line, but I felt more confident in Hassel at 1 copy than Lance at 1 copy. And so basically me rolling for Hassel means that I didn't need to roll for Arc Suit Lance, because I really didn't want to roll for Arc Suit Lance, because if I did want him, I would have rolled him in the first place, because I had enough gems to roll him in the first place. I just didn't want him, so I didn't roll for him. So basically Hassel meant that I didn't need to roll for Arc Suit Lance, and I'm happy with the decision because I was able to complete Pasio Tower Dragon without Hassel. Oh, I'm sorry, without Arc Suit Lance. But why is Hassel so good? Hassel's good because of EX Dragon Zone. Dragon Zone from Lana is good. Dragon Zone from Anniversary 2025 Red is good. But Dragon Zone, EX Dragon Zone is a little bit better. I think you do more damage in EX zones. Hassel can also lower stats. I mean, that's really strong too. He can lower attack and defense and just literally all the other stats. So he's super good at helping Serena out by lowering the enemy special defense. And again, one of the most important things is, even though he is a field character, he didn't require any investments. If you were to upgrade him to 3 out of 5 copies or even 5 out of 5 copies, sure, you get like extra sync move damage. But honestly, if you have Red and you have Serena, you're going to be syncing with Red and Serena. You're not going to be syncing with Hassel. Just because, like, why would you sync with Hassel when you need to do damage with Serena? Or you need to sync with Red because Red is going to do the majority of your damage, right? So like, because you don't need to sync with Hassel, there's like no point in upgrading him more than 1 out of 5 copy. You can super awaken him if you need to, but realistically, just being able to get Dragon Zone is good enough in my opinion. So that's why Hassel is really strong, is because I rolled for him and I was confident that even at 1 copy, he would still do the job, and he does. He also does decent damage with his buddy move, which is able to lower the sync move countdown by like 4. So that's pretty crazy. But yeah, he's really good. Right now I'm happy that I rolled for him because I was able to complete Dragon Tower, which means I don't need to worry about Dragon Tower and I don't need to worry about rolling for Arc Suit Lance. However, now my account has very low gems, so when I roll for Palentine Rika, hopefully she doesn't take a lot of gems, and hopefully 6.5 anniversary doesn't have like 3 characters I want. So I'm very scared for 6.5 anniversary, especially because I just rolled for Hassel, I just rolled for Lana, I'm gonna roll for Rika, and so I am very low on gems. I mentioned it earlier, but Variety Lance, like I mentioned, he's able to inflict status condition. He is able to apply dragon rebuff. That's it. That's the main thing about Lance. He's good on the floors where I need to inflict the status condition. I'm not sure what other options you really have. Again, I'm guessing most people don't have Lance and they don't want Variety Lance. So I'm not sure what other characters can inflict the status condition. Like, I literally don't know. Like, I don't know what other characters you can use. Josna has Toxic, and Josna's a free character. So you can probably get away with Josna if you have a really strong dragon attacker in Arc Suit Lance or in, you know, Anniversary 2025 Red. But I decided instead of Josna to use Lance because Lance is able to, again, apply rebuff. So, yep, I'm pretty sure you can use Josna and she'll be fine. Josna's that free character with the seaweed, right? Final character to even talk about is Red. Red is just the damage. Red is the damage. He is just super powerful. His sync moves just do a ton of damage. His normal moves do a ton of damage. He's able to apply the physical break on the enemy, which means that he's able to do a lot of damage in that sense. So yeah, there's not much to say about Red. I have him at 4 out of 5 copies, which is super high investment for sure. You don't need him 4 out of 5 copies. Again, when you watch the floor 30 video, you'll see, I didn't show it, but there was a replay of someone completing floor 30 with only 3 out of 5 Red. And honestly, Red is so strong that you don't really need him anything more than 3 out of 5 copies. But I have him at 4 out of 5 copies. Yeah. Oh, something I didn't mention about Lance is I was super dumb. I thought that I didn't need to use... I thought I didn't need Hassel if I upgraded Lance. So what I did was I actually used 2 tech candies on Variety Lance, which is absolutely insane. Using 2 tech candies on Variety Lance is a complete waste of candies. I just wasted 2 tech candies, to be honest with you. But the reason why I did that was because I thought that 3 out of 5 Lance would have made me do enough damage to be able to complete this floor that you're watching right now. Nope, it didn't work. 3 out of 5 Variety Lance still didn't help with Serena that much, because at 3 out of 5 copies he gains, I think, paralysis energy, and so he does more damage against paralyzed enemies. But that just didn't do enough. So yeah, I just wasted. So you're gonna see in some of these battles that I have 3 out of 5 Lance, but honestly 3 out of 5 Lance just is useless. So I definitely do not recommend you upgrade Lance. In the same vein, I also didn't upgrade my Hassel. I didn't unlock his EX roll because there's no point, because I'm not tanking with him. And of course I didn't invest any candies into him, like I mentioned earlier. There's another thing I wanted to mention. Oh yeah, so I mentioned floor 25. You just saw me complete floor 25. Again, it's super close battle. Floor 25, in my opinion, is the most difficult floor because it requires me to use Serena. Floor 28, yes, even though floor 28 also requires me to use Serena, floor 28 is weak against Dragon. So that means that Serena does super effective damage, which means that that floor is actually significantly easier than floor 25. So floor 25 is, in my opinion, like the bottleneck, like the hardest floor. If you can complete floor 25, you should be able to complete floor 28, simply because floor 28 they're weak against Dragon. So yeah, that's basically it of talking about floors 21 and 29. Again, pretty simple in my opinion when you have Anniversary 2025 Red. And again, like 2 months ago, I don't think I would have been able to do this, but I got Lana and then I got Hassel. So those 2 characters really brought it over the line. And yeah, again, if you are thinking about rolling for Hassel, it's a hard recommend. Like, it's hard to recommend Hassel right now because of 6.5 anniversary. But again, I couldn't have done it without him. So there you go. Anyway, thank you for watching, you beautiful the way you are, and enjoy the rest of the video where I go and do the rest of the runs. And then look forward to floor 30. That video is going to be it's gonna be a fast one, let's say that.
Do it.
Here we go! Together!
Everyone!
There's your opening!
Give it your all! Put your back into it! There!
Keep your wits about you, child. Impressive! Unexpected?
This will be great fun.
Now,
Showtime, everyone.
Here goes!
Give it your all.
Let's show them! Now then! Here goes! We're not done yet!
Do it for me. Give it your all.
Here goes! You can do it! Now then!
Give it your all.
Yeah!
There.
Yeah!
Playtime.
Leave it to me! Now then!
There.
Yeah! We're not done yet!
Do your best.
We've got this!
Give it your all.
Leave it to me.
We've got this!
Give it your all.
Now then!
Do your best.
Feel the breath of battle. Give it your all.
We've got this!
There.
You can do it! Quite persistent! We've got this!
Do your best. There.
Now then!
giving this everything I've got. Go! Go! Allow me. Go! 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 Allow me.
Do your best.
That'll do it.
Now then.
Go! Come on! Let's go. Leave it to me. Come on!
We're not done yet.
Come on!
We're not done yet.
Leave it to me. Come on! Leave it to me. Come on! Take that! Go! Take that! Come on! Take that!
Did you point out where I went wrong?